Welcome back to Mustache Moto. It's Ben, and today we're going to talk about sleeping outside. When it's time to get out and get camping, you got some decisions to make in how you're going to outfit yourself for sleeping outside. So today we're going to talk about your shelter and your comfort, your sleeping bag and your pad and your pillow, those sorts of things. And I'm going to give you some options from small and light to larger and a little heavier and probably a little bit more comfortable. And you can make the decision of where on that scale you want to be, depending on the kind of riding you're doing and how long you're going to be out. So let's start off with your shelter, okay? Probably the cheapest and easiest and lightest, definitely smallest, would be just taking a tarp. You can use the tarp, hang it from your bike to the ground, and be out of the weather. This will work if there's no mosquitoes around, if you don't have bugs. But that's probably about the only situation that'll really work. If you do that, your bike's on the kickstand, the tendency is to want to put the tarp from there. But if your bike falls, it's going to fall on you. So string it from the other side down, please. And then put the board or something underneath your kickstand to make sure it doesn't sink into the ground. Step up from there would be your hammock. I should mention, tarp, about $10. I'm going to link all this stuff below to where you can buy these things. Hammock, I've got a mosquito hammock. It's got a built-in bug net. So it's small, it's pretty light. That's probably the biggest plus to these. You also have a good plus of being able to hang these. If you have trees, you don't have to worry about what the ground is like. So if the ground's lumpy or uneven or sloped, you can still get away with a hammock as long as you've got trees. Now, if you're out in the west, in the desert, you're gonna have a problem because you're not gonna be able to have anything to hang this from. So consider that. So another plus for the hammock is it's probably the coolest you're going to be in the summer. There's no insulation under you. It's just a little bit of the cloth, and you get full breeze on top. So it's a good option if it's going to be really, really hot. If it's going to be cool, it's a problem because you don't have anything under you, and you're compressing your sleeping bag underneath. So you'll get pretty cold if you don't do something additional, either a sleeping pad or an underquilt. And that adds more size, more weight, and more space. Now you can get this for about, I think, $30. You can get one, weighs about a pound, so nice and light. Next step up would be a small one-person tent. This is a Nature Hike that I got off Amazon. It was about $100, and this tent is about 3 pounds. So a pretty good weight. It's got enough space to pull some of your gear in. It's got full coverage with the tarp, so you're not going to get rained on, or rainfly, I should say. And it's got a nice ground sheet for underneath, so when you pack up in the morning, that's probably going to be wet. You don't have to pack it in with the tent. The tent stays dry. Let me back up real quick and say, if you're doing the tent, you're also going to need a rainfly. So it's the second thing to add, unless you're in a really dry climate. Even if it's not going to rain here in the south, you're going to wake up with dew all over you if you don't have something over you. All right, so we got the mid-size. This tent, this is great. Really good for longer trips. Gives you some space to be inside. And so this is the tent that I actually spent a lot of time in when I did my 3-week trip a couple summers ago. It's a 2-person tent, so considerably bigger, a lot of space to put all your gear, a lot of room. If you get rained in one day, you got plenty of room to be comfortable and sit around. The downside is it's 6 pounds, 10 ounces. It's literally twice the weight of this one. It also takes up a lot more space. It's about the same price, about $100 also. It's a Hike and Bike Zion 2-person. Great tent, a little too big for a lot of stuff. If you got a second person, great. Or if you really want to be able to get all your gear in with you. So those are your kind of 3 main options, different styles of camping for your shelter. Let's move on and move these over here. Now, once you're inside your tent, you're going to need, let's go next to some kind of a pad. If you want to be comfortable, you're going to have to sleep on something, right? So cheaper, about $35, is a Thermarest Z-Lite. So it unfolds, closed cell padding. So the great things about this is it's indestructible. I mean, there's nothing you can do to this that's going to ruin it. It's light. I think this weighs, let's see, I weighed everything before we got started here. It's 15 ounces, less than a pound, and it's warm. So if you're in a cooler climate and you're sleeping on the ground, you lose a lot of heat through the ground, or the cold comes up through the ground. It's going to make a big difference in keeping you warm at night, extend the comfort of your sleeping bag. So that's great for this. This can also go in a hammock and add that extra thermal protection underneath you if you need it. The thing I don't like about this, I don't find it really comfortable. And if you've got uneven ground or rocks or lumps or roots, it can be real uncomfortable. I'd go with an inflatable. This is like a 3-inch thick inflatable mattress, Big Agnes Q Core SLX insulated. So this blows up. It's about 3 inches thick, really comfortable. And if you've got roots or rocks underneath you, they disappear because, it just sinks in those spots. I've also got a little mini air pump in here because you'll kind of get a little dizzy if you try to blow this thing up every night. It's just a little tiny pump that'll inflate this thing in a matter of a minute or two. Rechargeable. These combined are about, it's about $150 for the air mattress, so it's a lot more expensive. The pump's about 30, and together it's about 1 pound 6 ounces. So it's considerably heavier than the Z-Lite, but I think it's a whole lot more comfortable. And now this is insulated, not nearly as insulated as the Thermarest is, but it's better than nothing. It'll keep you a little bit warmer underneath you in cooler weather. All right, then let's talk keeping yourself warm. Obviously, if it's really warm where you're going, you won't need this. I tend to need a little something no matter where I go. I'm always a little kind of cold-blooded when I sleep. So here's a 15-degree hike and bike bag. This one is about, let's see, that costs about $100, 2 pounds, 12 ounces. So I'm getting close to 3 pounds on this. Pretty compressible though, comfortable. Now, let me remind you, it's a 15-degree bag. That means you can survive at 15 degrees. Once it's below about 50 or 40, you're not going to be very comfortable in this. You're going to want a warmer bag. But if it's warm, what I really like is this down quilt that I got. So not quite as warm as a sleeping bag. You can actually snap it up into a sleeping bag-like setup, but it's thin. It's in the summer. It's all I need over me to keep warm. It's smaller. I mean, that's got compression on it, so you can even compress it down smaller. And you're talking about 1 pound 5 ounces to 2 pounds 12 ounces, so twice as much. Again, it's about $75. So the last thing is a pillow. You can certainly just take a stuff sack here and stuff some clothes in there and use that as a pillow. I'm a little older. I need a little bit more comfort. 2 options. One is an inflatable pillow. This is by far the smallest and lightest. I mean, this is 3 ounces and about $20. I don't find it super comfortable, and they tend to kind of slip around on me a lot. What I like is this Thermarest pillow, and it's an actual pillow. It's kind of thin, but what you do is you take a jacket or some clothes and you stuff it in the back to kind of prop it up even more. And then you got a nice pillow. It's really comfortable. This is, let's see, about 7 ounces. So again, twice as heavy, but a lot more comfortable, and maybe about $30. So you got a bunch of options now. If you wanted to go light, super light, get maybe the inflatable pillow, hammock, tarp, quilt. You're about 4 pounds there. That's nice and light, packs down super small. Or maybe you even just go, with the tarp and the quilt. Or if it's warm and dry where you are, you could just go with the hammock and the pillow, or maybe throw in a smaller blanket or quilt. Yeah, just a couple of pounds. If it's going to be, you want to try and keep it fairly small, it's going to be a little cooler. Maybe you take the 2-person tent, that's 3 pounds. Inflatable, there's another, pound and a half, 3, 4.5. Throw in the pillow, about 5 pounds. And then 6. 6.5, 7. You know, if you want to go all out, you want more space, you think you're gonna be spending a lot of time in the tent, maybe go with the big tent and the inflatable and the pillow and the sleeping bag, and you're like at 12 pounds. Lots of different options. You can kind of mix and match the way that works best for you. Figure out what you need and get out there and camp.